Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
Now it's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Brown. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Come on. 60 back, Rick. 60 back. Go.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Jenkins. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
65 cat. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ortiz. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night?
Harold Fanning, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return is going to be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
We look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Nix. The 20. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Almost set. Captain. Hey.
Throwing Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Chill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Browns take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 53 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 3. A give up the middle. Judkins looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Sanders. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, I said. Ready. My neighbor.
Nix to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going. It's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Broncos switch. Come on.
A give. Here's Judkins. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Cut 19. 70 Ranger.
Sanders to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, 29 yards. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing,
is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos
off the play fake. Nix. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, 50 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Sanders. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Let's go.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
2nd and 20. At the 20.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bonito make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Nix. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ready?
2nd and 4. Checks it down to Jenkins.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. 19 Lions. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Play action. It's Sanders. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Judy
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if these guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Captain.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Let's go now. Comeback team.
Now Sanders throwing to start the drive. Out quickly to Judy. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. Roll. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Jenkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Working the move in the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Bombers.
Here's Nix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now it's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Broncos first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
and both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it out.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Show.
Back to the air with Nix. That is caught by Bryant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Garrett Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Cat through 11. Cat through 11. Go. Ready.
Now Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after try forthcoming. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Nix to the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They're going. It's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.